We are on weather watch right now as another wave of heavy storms rolls across the area.
We have Storm Force team coverage for you, starting with Tia Ewing, who rode into the rain as it approached the north suburbs.
Well, Don and Corey, I am in Niles right now, right off of Gulf Road and also Milwaukee Avenue. You know, we started out at around 5:30, really seeing the rain come down pretty hard. And right now, overall, it's light. If you look at the roads right now, what you're seeing is a little bit of puddling, no real standing water, at least on these roads right now. But most people that we spoke to, they agree that it's been a really inconvenient day. Driving along the Kennedy Expressway, the clouds overhead were ominous. It didn't take long to hear rain and see lightning. At times, it was hard to see on the highway as the deluge took over. When you say rain pretty hard, did it impact you guys being able to see?
A little bit.
For the past several years, this is one of the areas in Des Plaines along the river, identified by the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District, that frequently floods. And on many occasions, dozens of homes here on Berry Lane and also Big Bend Drive have flooded from heavy rainfalls. And with another round of rain, the banks are swelling again.
Because of the river, we were actually on our way back over here the other day, and there was a lot of flooding, like when we were driving in this way.
Also concerning for Nathan Zapata and his mother, they are driving to Indiana as the rain and wind continues to pick up. The National Weather Service saying the gust could top 60 miles per hour.
Follow all speed limits and just drive safely.
Well, there's some good news, at least with some of this weather that we're dealing with right now. If you are sick of the 90s, don't worry. With this storm comes a cold front, so tomorrow you will see those temperatures drop down into the 70s. And don't worry, Fox 32 definitely has you covered with weather coverage all over the viewing area. And for more on these storms, let's go to our very own Nate Rogers live in Cicero. Nate?
Yeah, absolutely, Tia. As you mentioned, we're back in Cicero, and as many may recall, Cicero was just one of several suburban towns that sustained massive flooding this past Sunday. In fact, many residents are still recovering from the flood damage here. We're talking basements that flooded, businesses and other low-lying areas as well. Take a look at some of the video that we just captured within the last 20 minutes or so. Right now, we're at Austin and 28th Street. As you can see, the town is using garbage trucks to block cars from going through viaducts. This is the same area where ramps flooded over the weekend with multiple cars being stalled. Now those underpasses are once again filling up with several inches of rainwater. Traffic is being diverted here as a result. The downpour began in this area shortly after 6 p.m. We saw some residents pushing water from their driveways, others slowly moving through flooded streets. Now, back out here live, just within the last 2 minutes or so ago, there was a garbage truck right here at the corner of 28th and Austin. That garbage truck has since been removed, and we've seen traffic now open up on the street. We did reach out to the town of Cicero to see if they've received any word of power outages just yet. They told us to stand by. As of right now, it appears to be normal, although there are some low-lying areas that are filling up with lots of water. That is the latest here in Cicero. Nate Rogers, Fox 32 Chicago.
All right, Nate, thanks for that. Take a look now at this time-lapse video as the storm blasted into Midway Airport. Started just after 6:30, and you can see it did not take long to go from clear skies to basically zero visibility. It was the same situation really everywhere as the edge of the storm moved across our area.
A live look at O'Hare right now, and as you'd expect, the powerful storms led to major issues at both airports, though it looks pretty calm there tonight. Well, for today, O'Hare has 674 flight delays and 248 cancellations, while Midway has 248 delays and right now 40 cancellations.
As you might imagine, driving delays across the suburbs, north, south, and west. Quick look at LaGrange Park here. Flooded streets made for slow going tonight. And turning now to what's going on outside right this very minute, the weather.
Let's
right?
check in, yes, with Chief Meteorologist Emily Walls, who's tracking it all. Emily.
Well, things are definitely much calmer now than what they were just even an hour to an hour and a half ago. So the radar that you see behind me, this is a loop for the last 4 hours, and we had this broken line of storms moving from west to east across the area, and just really impressive downpours along with that, in addition to those strong winds. So we had reports of wind gusts as high as 50 to 60 miles per hour at times, but the main story here really is all of the rain. If you think back to Sunday, of course, we had a lot of rain coming down and a lot of flooding because of that, and this rain is certainly not helping us out. Zooming things into what's taking place right now, we're still seeing a couple lightning strikes every now and again in northwest Indiana, but for the most part, things are beginning to calm down with just rain. But we do have a flash flood warning in effect for central and southern Cook County. That's going to be until 10 p.m. just because of all of this rain that we've picked up. We had rain rates today that were as high as about 1 to 2 inches per hour. So your storm reports, all of these icons representing some sort of report, most of which are flooding reports. And we're also seeing quite a few power outages too. In total, we're seeing close to 20,000 without power across the Chicago area. And we had lots of pictures and videos coming in across the region from our viewers. And this one was coming in from people out of West Dundee of the Fox River. You can see just how heavy that rain is. It's also got to get very windy too. You can kind of see the waves almost picking up on the river. So thank you so much for sending that in. And of course, whenever you see any sort of damage or weather moving through, we'd love to see those pictures. Go ahead and send those to our Fox 32 weather app. Back to you.